Hi, folks, and welcome to Video Game Choo Choo's podcast. I'm your host, John. With me this week, we got a full house. We got Michael.
I'm Jesse. I wear leather jackets. I ride a motorcycle.
No, you're Michael.
Yeah, but this is a full house, so.
Oh.
Yep.
That's what we're going with.
You started this. I would have gone with Family Matters.
All right, I'm nipping this in the bud right now. We have Ryan.
Hey,
bringing up the back.
Hey, folks. I am both of the Olsen twins today. Nice to meet you.
All right, and we have Rose on starboard. I think that's on the side, right?
It's one of the sides.
Like
all right,
port and starboard, I think.
Yes.
All right, well,
starboard is right, port is left.
Yeah.
Okay. Rose.
Hi, it's me.
Yes,
I'm here. Hi. Woo. I'm not a Full House character. All the good ones were taken.
All three of them, I guess.
Yeah.
Right.
No, the dog is
all right, I'm the
arguably
dog.
the best.
Wait.
The best of those characters.
Okay, John's the dog.
Yeah.
It's true. I am like the mascot. I'm the lovable mascot.
Trigger?
Ryan.
Yeah.
Is that the dog's
Ryan,
name?
Ryan, be nice. Let Rose be one of the Olsens.
Okay. Sure.
All
I'll be the guy behind the fence, Mr. Wilson. That's me.
Oh, okay.
I remember him in Full House.
Always talking to... What's his name?
You know, talking
Bob Saget.
Talking to Will Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we need to stop right fucking now. This is already becoming one of the worst podcasts we've ever recorded, and we're not.
That's
even,
not true at all.
Are you sure?
This podcast is not like 69 or double the number 69. So
that's true.
John, if you're gonna say this is one of the worst podcasts ever recorded, I'm really gonna have to step up my game.
Yeah, this can get worse.
Right. Yeah.
Look. All I'm gonna say is right now is that I had to switch medications like right before we started recording, so I'm a little woozy. So please pardon my at times because I'm legit like I'm not like high or anything, but I'm just like kind of out of it. So
not really like but more like a.
I'm more like.
Is this the Home Improvement? Are we doing the grunts?
So on a scale of like to like you're like somewhere in like the middle of that.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
All right.
I just need to get a metric.
Let's talk about video games, please, before we just start talking about Home Improvement more.
Were we not doing Foley work for a video game?
Yeah, I thought we were all getting hit by a fighting game or something, getting shot.
Yeah.
All right, that changes a lot.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to update my resume.
Cross that off.
All right. Well, I mean, if y'all are gonna do voice acting, I'd advise you join the SAG-AFTRA strikes because they're doing good work.
No, we're not doing voice acting. We're doing Foley work. So we're just gonna pretend to be
don't worry.
Yeah. Ryan does a really good door.
Yeah.
See, that was a cat being caught in a door. It was really good.
Yeah.
Every day it's something new. And this is why I love working with them.
Yeah, maybe someday I'll be like the sound of like some spaghetti hitting a plate, like, and then like some days I'll be like a man getting hit in the balls with like a hockey stick, like like that.
That's really close to voice acting. You need to be careful.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll do something instead that's kind of like just kind of, I don't know, like somebody taking a steak and just like slapping it on their face, like.
Yeah, that's how it sounds. That's how fast you can slap a steak.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Why were they doing so quickly?
It's really thin.
If you have the upper body strength of someone like, say, Alex Jones, you probably could.
Oh, yeah.
Stop.
Or maybe like 20 of them walking down a ramp. Stakes in their hand, ready to slap you.
Oh man,
what does that sound like?
That sounds like
a little something like this.
Sounds like my darkest nightmares and my sweetest fantasies. 20 Alex Jones ready to slap me with some meat. That's what I think about.
You've been reading my live journal.
Oh yeah.
My not safe for work Tumblr.
Gotcha.
All right. All right.
Pictures of
let's see
Renamon and Alex Jones with stakes in his hand. That's all it is.
Michael, I didn't know you were a Digimon lover.
I mean, I'm a Digimon lover, so it's
Gotcha.
a little different.
Yeah.
here. God, this entire show has just gone completely off the rails. Now, can you do me a favor and right there, can you put like a train sound effect?
Nah, just leave
Yeah.
it. It'd be better with just like abject silence for 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Especially if you have me say, put the train sound effect in, and then just put silence in. That would be best, I think. All right, so yeah, we're here to talk about games. We're here to have fun with
guess.
video games, and we're here to maybe teach you a few things if you didn't keep up to date with the news.
Hey,
We're here to
listen
help
up.
you.
Now we're here.
No.
For video game choo-choo, and you're in the clear. We've got the games. We've got the news. When you listen to us, you know you can't lose. Michael, take it to the bridge.
Get the good vibration. Come on. Get the... I've heard that song 3 times today, and only once was earlier when I shared it in our Skype chat.
Oh my god.
So,
Michael, what kind of house do you live in where you listen to Good Vibrations by Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch more than once?
both
like,
times
in a day?
both times it came on the radio. So that is
What?
not me.
What
It was,
radio
What?
hellhole wasteland is the state of Florida that Good Vibrations by Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch can be played not once a day, but twice on assumedly professional and self-respecting FM radio?
the same like conglomerates that own all the radio stations everywhere, probably.
Sure.
Yeah.
So, folks, games. Michael, would you like to move on from talking about the Marky Mark and his bunch?
I mean, I can talk about Marky Mark and Funky Bunch, and I can even tie it in with games because they had that make your own music video game. So
Really?
Have you ever played that?
no, why would I play that?
That sounds like a stream idea.
No, I guess I could technically do that.
All right, Michael, what have you been up to for the past week?
I went to the Disney World.
That's right, you did.
It was fun.
I'm glad you had fun.
Yeah,
Did you do anything particular?
The like Mickey's. I think I did it last year as well. I did the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween stuff. Got a lot of candy.
That sounds good.
Yeah, it's fun, and you get to ride, all the rides in the dark. Though I don't think any of them are actually open. That are the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train might have been open, but all the ones that are open in the dark are ones that are already in the dark. But they'll do it up where like Haunted Mansion has like a lot of fog around it and like eerie lighting, and they'll have an actor out there pretending to be a ghost and like yelling things at guests. So. They do
Hey, fucker!
kind of, yeah, the Disney version of that. Like it's like a Disney carny, like, oh, hello there, like it's stuff like that. So,
All right. But yeah, I'm glad to hear you had fun at Disney.
mm-hmm.
In this past week, did you participate in any electronic entertainment?
Like EA games. I actually have played 2 EA games. That's weird.
Yeah, I mean, EA definitely doesn't stand for electronic entertainment because entertainment doesn't start with an A.
Yeah,
but
no, it's
it's like that-
entertainment. It's a lot of ants.
Entertainment.
It's like that really old spelling where you use like an AE as like an E.
Yeah.
Electronic entertainment. Yeah, it's like
Entertainment.
Latin. Yeah.
Ether.
Yeah. Electronicus entertainmentus.
Fuck off. Shit.
Can't wait for E3 this year. Wow.
A3.
Electronicus entertainmentus exporantius.
Yeah.
E3.
Experadius, uh-huh.
This sounds like a Harry Potter spell. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, I'm summoning
that's
good
why they have
games
to shorten
quality
it.
to this podcast, but it's not working.
I read 7 Harry Potter books. I never took Latin. Give me a break, all right?
Yeah. I'm going to cast
Alright.
Expelliarmus on the bad jokes in this podcast.
It's not gonna work.
No, it's
Michael, which EA games did you play?
I played 3 games this week, though I've only played a little bit of the last one. So I'll start with that
Okay.
one.
Okay.
I played a mission of Gears of War 4.
All right.
I haven't gotten far in that. It's it's a Gears game. It looks really good. Like, it's really colorful. It's kind of a shame that their first E3 demo of this, I don't know if you guys remember, was like all in the dark, like really dark, like hard to see dark. And then the first level of this is just bright, like colorful and trees, and there are more than one. It's not all gray and brown like the first 2 or 3 were. But I haven't gotten far in it. I haven't done much with it, so that sure is a Gears game. You shoot things and active reload, killing robots. So
hell yeah.
The other 2 games I played are both from EA. I played Battlefield 1 and I played Titanfall 2. Which would you like to hear about first? I will give you a hint. One is really good and one is less good.
I think I have an idea of which one you dislike. So, how about we save the best for last? Why don't you talk about your disliked one first?
All right, let's talk about Battlefield 1.
Sure.
Okay.
Let's talk about Battlefield 1.
If you guys have questions, feel free to lay them on and interrupt.
To write into the show, and we'll try to answer them next week.
Yeah, you can do that too. I haven't played multiplayer because I don't have Xbox Gold right now. I'm going to get it soon and dive in. I did play Battlefield 1 and Titanfall 2 multiplayers betas like months ago. So I've played both Battlefield and Titanfall before these titles. So I kind of know what the multiplayer's like. But I still want to dive in. I still want to kind of feel it out. So Battlefield 1, set in World War One. I've had my problems with how it was announced. I've had my problems with some of the marketing. I'm sure by now people have at least seen or heard about like some of that Peter Moore tweet, and then the weird tweets about like flamethrower when the club is too hot. I don't even remember what the fuck those things were. The terrible marketing around this game, and sort of the general lack of respect towards the setting this was in. And the game somewhat reflects that a little bit. So the single player is told in vignettes in different parts. There are 5 campaigns, each composed of like one has 2 missions and the rest have like 3 or 4 missions, and they tell a story, individual stories. So like the first one, you are a tank driver. The second one, you're a pilot. One of the ones, you're a runner, where all you do is run messages. The last one, you are like a member or assisting Lawrence of Arabia. So they move around quite a bit, and they visit some very historical. The Lawrence of Arabia stuff was so legendary they made a movie out of it, which is a terrific movie. You should just go watch the movie. There's the Battle of Gallipoli. I'm bad with pronouncing things. Which was a brutal battle. You kind of go through that, and you kind of get a sense of, in some of these vignettes, they are very good at portraying sort of the sense of like needless loss and confusion, and depending on the story and depending on the area of the war, they do a pretty good job of conveying sort of the fruitlessness of World War One in particular, because World War One, just like, I don't know if people know the history or not, but really nothing changed. It was a war that a lot of people didn't want to be in. It was a war where humanity was first using things like tanks and planes, and unfortunately things like chemical warfare. And like at World War II, in a lot of ways, not to say it's a better war, but has a few more redeeming qualities about it, because it was defeating Hitler. That's someone to want to defeat. Whereas World War One, it was more like 2 groups of allies going after each other for no other reason than that they were allies, and someone on their allies was an enemy with the other people. Like that was kind of it. So when they do convey that stuff, they do it really well. They give it the reverence and respect it deserves. And then there's the opposite. And that opposite is the first 2 war stories. And it's a shame that they start the game off with those 2, because they're terrible. The complete opposite. The first one's a tank mission. And to be fair to this game, like completely fair to this game, most people don't play this for the single player. It looks great. It sounds great. It feels great from a technical perspective, and from like just a production standpoint. That game is fantastic. Mm-hmm. Like it like nothing like Battlefield 1. There's still some hitches. Like whenever I unpause the game, my character, whether I'm in a tank or a plane or a person, like moves around a bit, which is really weird in a plane when you unpause and then your plane's like suddenly going reverse.
Yeah.
And then realizes what it's doing and like, oh, okay, I'm flying again. The first two war stories are just abysmal. They feel like they're written by somebody whose only understanding of war is through movies, like Hollywood movies, and not even the good ones. Like no Thin Red Line. It's just like, I don't know, I watched Saving Private Ryan and Platoon a lot.
Yeah.
There are moments like artillery barrages, just you're in a tank, but artillery barrages hitting this tank twice. Tank's just unharmed. The second mission is completely around a guy who admits he's a liar and a cheat, and then kind of at the very end he literally kind of smiles at the camera and kind of admits, like, I could be lying. And it's like, oh, you're a terrible character because of some of the things you might have done in this story, but I don't know because you lied.
Yeah.
Great. It just feels like some of the stories was a window into what that war was like, and some of the stories was like, let's tell fanciful adventures through World War One.
Sure.
And it's really that's a huge difference and they try to take reverence with the game. The opening tutorial mission has you just dying over and over. Like, that's kind of your goal. Like, you will die, and then you'll take up the mantle of the next person, and then you'll die, and you'll take up the mantle of the next person, and you die, and that's the end of the mission.
Yeah.
And that kind of shows what they're trying to say, and then you switch to, like, taking artillery strikes and single-handedly winning the war, and it's like, what the fuck are you guys trying to tell me? Yeah. Like, is everyone a superhero, or is everyone, like, dying in an actual war? It's... Yeah. It's kind of a shame. But from a technical standpoint, and from, like, if you're coming in wanting to play a Battlefield game, that's what this is, 100%. But if you're coming in and you want, like Medal of Honor used to do that, where it's like a window into World War II, and they used to do it well. They used to have, like, documentary-style movies.
Yeah. I remember I played a couple of those games on the GameCube when I was younger, and I always thought they were good, but... it's been so long.
Yeah,
so.
But they kind of had little movies like, this is this battle, this is what happened, this is why it was important.
Yeah.
And I feel like even if they did that a little bit in this one, kind of gave you a better sense of what was happening and why this war is so treated differently than even World War II, it would have done better. But
yeah,
man, like, those first two missions just left such a bad taste. It's terrible.
That's a bummer.
Yeah, I mean, you can play any of those vignettes in any order. I would just say skip. The tank one's fun to play through because you're just rolling around in a tank. That's dope. Mm-hmm. But the plane one, like, especially since Battlefield planes aren't fun, plane one you can just skip. It's just bad, and the rest are okay. There's some pacing issues a little bit with the stories, and there's some bugs. Like, I ran into a nasty checkpoint situation with the very last level, so I haven't technically beaten it yet. But, and like I said, there's that weird pause move thing. But other than that, like, I don't really see much technically wrong with it, like there was with Battlefield 4. So,
yeah,
okay,
that's neat at least. And then there's Titanfall.
Ooh.
Titanfall 2 is a fantastic fucking game. Holy shit.
Alright, yeah, how about you tell us a little bit about Titanfall?
I don't want to spoil it. Like, the story can't really... I mean, it could be spoiled, but... I don't want to spoil any specific parts. What I will say is Titanfall 2 does an incredible job of teaching you something, presenting a new mechanic to the, like, already existing jump off walls, run on walls, double jump stuff. It takes that basic stuff, it'll introduce you to a new mechanic, slowly teach it to you, ramp it up, and then it just kind of just has this little sections like this is where you use this mechanic, and then the next section you don't have it. And it's not like I know they added like a grappling hook in the multiplayer. Like it's not something like that. It's not even, I guess, movement based. It's just something that makes the movement and moving around a level more interesting and more challenging. Because the game switches back and forth between combat, like on 2 feet combat, which is very Call of Duty-ish, left trigger, right trigger, shooting robots and shooting other dudes and shooting wildlife, to, in Titan combat, which is always, still kind of lumbering and fun, to just jumping around, almost like puzzle-like getting through parts. Like, okay, now there's electricity on the wall, so I have to jump to the right and then back to the left. Do I double jump to get out? That kind of stuff. But that fucking campaign's great. It's tight. It's fun. The things that the mechanics it teaches you are, like, I remember I did it the first time and I was just like, oh, that's interesting, I guess. And then as it slowly ramped it up, I was like, holy shit, I'm like doing this in midair, and holy fuck, and it's just fun. It's just fun to do. It reminds me a lot of Doom. Like, not in the way it plays.
All right.
Not like in the way it plays, because Doom is very much Doom. And this is very much like kind of Call of Duty-ish still. But it reminds me of that, of just like, I'm just having fun. I just want to keep going. I beat that thing in a day.
I need to get this game. Shit.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say it's really good to see them make a good campaign after hearing them with the original game being like, oh, we don't want to make a campaign because people don't play, like, for example, like you said with Battlefield, like, people don't play that for the campaign. But, so that's why they didn't have one in the original game.
I wonder, like, because it feels really broken up. Like, that's part of the reason I think some of the mechanics they teach you don't, like, carry over. Because it feels really broken up, where you'll even complete a level, and then it'll show you, as it's loading, it'll show you, like, a picture of you and your Titan, like, walking out of a forest, so that the next time the level, like, opens up, it can open up somewhere completely different. Like, oh, now you're in a swamp. Like, don't worry about it. Like, oh, now you're in the mountains. Like, how did I get up here? You walked. Like, do you really need to see that?
Yeah.
And it actually kind of works, because it doesn't feel like I'm in a campaign where, like, it's almost like an episode of 24, where, like, really, did all of this just happen in the last 2 hours of this life? Like, no, this happened over a series of time. But, man, there's just so much to it. It's only, like, my Xbox said I spent about, like, 9 hours with it. I think that was a little overestimating, because I had it paused for quite a bit at some spots, like, doing other things. So I want to say that's like a 6 to 7, maybe even 8 hour campaign, depending on the difficulty. But it's worth playing. Like, go get it at a Redbox and just bring it home. You could probably do it in a night or a day or two. It's fucking fantastic. It's just fun, and it's like, it's kind of Halo plus Call of Duty plus like a Gundam anime. It's just fucking just action and sci-fi shit, and your Titan talks to you, and it's great.
Cool.
It's great.
Sounds pretty good.
Yeah. I kind of want to replay it on a harder difficulty, which I never do with anything. So.
I'm glad, because I love Halo campaigns, but I haven't had access to a Halo game in a while because of the Xbox stuff. But that sounds really good. I think more games should have that.
It doesn't have like the combat puzzles of Halo. It is very Call of Duty, where you're just like shooting through dudes. But like, there are parts of it. There's some helmets that some of the guys and some of the pilots are wearing, and it's like, oh, that just looks like a Spartan helmet. That's just from Reach. So it's a silly, fun game. It's just great.
I'm really excited to give that a shot.
Yeah,
that game sounds baller.
It's worth playing. Like, I thought Doom was gonna be like the shooter of the year easily, and now it's like this one's like, oh hey, how's it going?
Hey guys.
Yeah, I'm fun too.
Remember us?
and I don't go on for 13, 14 hours. Yeah, that game's great. Everyone should play that game.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Rose,
Hi,
how you doing?
I'm all right.
All right. Would you like to fill us in on what's been going on lately?
Sure. So, it was Halloween.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
Yeah.
Halloween. Yeah. Didn't go out much, but I played a couple of horror games.
Ooh.
I streamed a couple of them
Alright.
for a little bit as well.
That's nice.
Let me think. The first one was the game I hate, which is Silent Hill Homecoming.
Ooh, tell us about it.
Tell us about it.
All right, generally that game is it's really weird because I don't know if you know, it was made by Double Helix, Killer Instinct devs and
Yeah.
stuff.
It's pretty wild.
Yeah, they were hired to make that game because their Rust tech looked really good. And it shows that that is what they were good at, because the rest of the game is ass.
Yeah.
And, yeah, it's just a bad game. Like, playing it again, I was like, you know what, maybe I'm too harsh on it. And then the opening sequence just immediately went, and I was like, oh, never mind. Never. Let's start out our Silent Hill game in an already creepy place, and then make it creepier?
Okay.
It's weird. It's, sexy nurses. Main first enemy you fight is a sexy nurse.
Saying.
Ugh. Pyramid Head's there.
Yeah.
Why is he there?
It's, here's the thing, and I'll just say this really quickly so we can all move on with our lives. But Silent Hill, much like every slasher film ever made, has fallen into that sort of stereotype and/or trope, or whatever you want to call it, about having a mascot character that really should not be a mascot character. Like, it's like Pyramid Head is in Silent Hill 2, and it makes sense for him to be in Silent Hill 2 because, the plot of that game and all that. But with such, like, an iconic design, like, I feel it's not surprising that they're going to shove him into, like, every Silent Hill spin-off game they can possibly get their hands on, It's like, the original Friday the 13th, Jason wasn't in it, but then they were like, people like Jason, I guess. So let's put him in a hockey mask and put him in all these movies, and that is a topic I will get to when I have my turn. But anyway, Rose, I will give give the floor back to you. So,
All I was gonna say is there is an ending to that game that isn't even a joke ending, where the main character becomes Pyramid Head because 3 other Pyramid Heads come out and they put a Pyramid Head on him, and it's like, that's the end.
See,
okay.
I really like that in concept because it's very like Hellraiser, like the guy becomes like a Cenobite or whatever. But I feel like in execution that could just be very.
It's really.
So all you have to do is put on the helmet, and then you're Pyramid.
Yeah,
Head?
and then you just become Pyramid
Where
Head.
do you get
Yeah,
the big sword.
it just appears.
You just pull it out. Like, hey, guys.
Yeah.
Sup, bro?
What?
Yes, up, bro.
Yeah, so Pyramid Head's favorite phrase. That's what everyone knows
Guys,
him
I
for.
would die laughing if I just turned a corner and Pyramid Head just was there and he was just like, sup, bro? I would die laughing. Like,
Wasn't he in that kart racing game with like?
yeah.
Yeah, he was.
I've heard that game is good.
He was.
What?
He's in track and field.
Track and field.
too.
That's what I was
What?
thinking of. Where he has like the javelin throw, and it's like, funny. He's throwing a javelin. How cute.
What?
But
Have you never seen
I don't
it?
know what the
There's-
fuck you
there-
you're talking about.
There were Konami track and field and like kart racing games for the GBA. I know the kart racing game is for GBA. I don't
I
know
think
what
track and
is
field's for DS.
Track.
Okay.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I don't know. It's like like fucking Freddy Krueger. Like he was scary, and now he's just like, yeah, it's fucking Freddy Krueger. Like whatever.
Yeah.
Put him in everything. Put him on pizzas. Put him on mugs. Put him on your kid's T-shirt. It doesn't matter. Fuck it. It's the same kind of thing.
I think Homecoming's a lot more rough because it was supposed to be Silent Hill 5. I think there's a good reason that they removed that 5 halfway through development.
Yeah.
Because like 4 and 3, they go their own places with
Yeah,
stuff.
but
But
those are
5
both
is
so.
Homecoming. Yeah, you're right. They're good games, unlike Homecoming.
What else did you play?
Other than that, I started up an indie game called I think a lot of people know about it probably. I think Giant Bomb played it a while back. It's like I'm Scared or whatever.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Yeah, They made a full game of it earlier this year. I bought it, didn't touch it until now. I was initially going to be like, will this be something I'll make fun of? But actually, that developer really like expanded on his ideas about like, hey, here's a sort of like meta horror of we're going to put folders in different places, and like you have to navigate your actual desktop to find these things to delete and stuff.
Interesting.
To solve, like at one point there's a gate, and the gate's locked or whatever, and the folder has this little note and it says if you follow this map there'll be a hidden path, and you can get the key to open the gate. And you can go over that hidden path, and you get to the end, and there's just a sign that says, fooled you. And you go back and to the folder, and there's, like, 7 files. And inside one of the files is, like, a variable you have to adjust that's locked to make it unlocked.
Christ.
And then you go back in the game, and the gate's open.
Jeez.
And it's a lot of stuff like that that's really
Yeah.
good. And it showed a lot of restraint, I think. Because when I saw that original game, it was a lot of, jump scare type things, but they definitely got better about that. Like,
interesting.
That's cool.
it's really interesting. I was very pessimistic going in, and then going out, I was like, wow, that was a really neat little thing.
Cool.
That makes me want a game that makes you quit it and then go into like a text editor and slowly code. I want a game that tricks you to do that so that you're coding the end of the game.
Isn't that game like
Nah.
Pony Island or whatever, kind of like that, where you have to like mess with the code, or am I thinking of something else?
Pony Island?
I don't... No, I know what Ryan's talking
I-
about. I played that game. I don't think you do anything outside the game
Do you
with
mean
that.
the
I think
the
you're
Double
doing it all
Fine game?
in-game.
No.
No.
Okay,
No.
because there was a game that they put out where you hack like enemies' code and you can change their variables.
Oh, yeah, hack and slash,
Yeah,
right?
Hack and slash.
I need to... I have that. I need to actually play it.
Let me
Yeah.
look this up. It's
No,
Pony
I
Island.
remember Pony Island. That was the game that was like set up as like
the player
a lost
is
art.
the player is aided by the soul of a previous player who helps them access Pony Island's internal programming to get around the traps left by Satan and save their soul. So
That
I
sounds like a
think
reboot game.
It says a simulated operating system, so it's not like an actual
Yeah.
programming mechanism.
Yeah, no, it's all in-game,
Gotcha.
I played that, I think, earlier this year. Yeah.
Alright.
It was fine.
Sure. Did you? I know you played another game that you reviewed. Would you like to talk about that?
Sure, just a little bit.
Okay.
I played Yomawari. Reviews up on the site.
Mhm.
Yomawari Night Alone. It's alright, I guess. I talk about, like, being disappointed by it, and I think that's, like, the thing I'll associate most with it.
Bummer.
It's a nice, it's cute. You can say that without being disappointed. It is cute.
Sure.
All the art design is like really nice and unique for a horror game. But ultimately it ends up going from what feels like almost like a puzzle game, like a cool puzzle game where you have all these mechanics and stuff, and instead of going to a place where it's like, well, what if you don't have those mechanics? It just goes to a place of, those mechanics don't exist, so just here's some tedium for like 3 more hours.
That's a real bummer. Yeah, I read that review, and that game sounds like the first half of it is really good, and then after that, it's
Yep.
What a bummer.
Yeah, it feels like when I was describing it, when I was thinking of my review, I was thinking like the main thing is like it feels like it was made by 2 devs teams. It feels like it was made by someone who made, like, for example, the type of like slow, like Silent Hill type horror where you find things or whatever and solve puzzles. And then the second half is some dude really liked Slender and just wanted to make Slender or something like that, because that's what it
Jeez,
really
that
feels
sucks.
like.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, like, I don't know if I can recommend playing it. Like, maybe you'll like that Slender type stuff, but I feel like even then, like, the way that game controls and everything about it is in service of that first half.
Sure.
And then that second half, you still have all those same controls, but now you're running away and stuff, and it's not... doesn't feel good.
Bummer.
Does not feel good at all.
Alright, did you play anything else?
Nothing as substantial as those, yeah. I
Okay.
think that's about it.
Ryan.
Hey, John.
What's been up with you? Would you like to give us your Halloween update?
Yeah, I actually do have an update for you really quick.
Okay.
Game Informer gave Marky Mark 0 out of 10, the lowest score a game ever received from the magazine.
Wow.
In 2011, Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch was named by WatchMojo.com as the worst launch title of all time.
Who can trust Watch
Jeez.
Mojo? I think
Yeah.
we are, of all people, able to say Watch Mojo isn't always right.
Yeah, I agree.
What, you didn't think top 10 ecchi anime? You didn't think that their choices were
Yeah, I
good?
thought Marky Mark should at least have been in top 5. It was a shame he only got 7 in the top Ichi or Echi, or however you pronounce it.
Yeah. Anyway, John, you asked
Yes.
me. What did you ask me about again? Something.
Just your Halloween update. How was
Yeah.
your Halloween?
Yeah,
Marky
right.
Mark is Halloween.
Yeah. Marky Mark
The Pumpkin
is
King.
me. I am him. When I go to sleep at night, I cradle my Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch body pillow, which is not just Mark Wahlberg, but also every other member of the Funky Bunch.
Name one other member.
James Turdwell.
Go to hell.
The
Uh-huh.
bass player.
Talk about
What the hell?
Halloween. Talk about Halloween.
James Turdwell. Anyway,
about
yeah, I didn't do a lot of stuff on Halloween. I did some stuff around Halloween.
Sure.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah, well, because Halloween was on a Monday, and who goes fucking out on a Monday? But on Saturday night, Rose, it's funny that you mentioned Silent Hill like that. I went out to 6th Street, which is the downtown area of Austin, and I went with my girlfriend dressed as Jack and Wendy from The Shining, which was like 2 super last-minute costumes, but we wanted to wear something. And there were people down there, like, there were hundreds of people out there. Like, they close off the road to, like, cars and stuff like that. And people just mill around out in the streets and, like, line up for the clubs and that kind of stuff. But, I had a lot of respect for these people. There were 2 people out there dressed, like, as the sexy nurses from Silent Hill 2. And, like, they even had, like, the face coverings and all that. Like, I have no idea how they managed to, like, see
Nice.
out of it. But the amount of respect I had for them for showing up in that, like, legitimate cosplay to go out, like, drinking was astounding. And I did get my picture taken with them. It's around here somewhere. I saw, like, 6 Beetlejuices, several Waldos.
Beetlejuice.
Yeah, that's what I said. I was, like we were having a conversation, we were like, what's the plural of Beetlejuice? Is it, like, Beetlejuices, Beetlejuices? Like, we really didn't know, but there was, like, 6 of them. And we saw a lot of Waldos, we saw at least one Mad Max, a lot of Stranger Things, that kind of stuff. And then
Sure.
on Sunday, I went to a double feature in 35mm of Dracula and the Wolfman, which I accidentally referred to as Dracman and Wolfula at least once. So then we had
Wolfula is
we
real
had a
good.
conversation. We were like, what would Dracman and Wolfula be? And we decided that Dracman would be kind of like Batman, except he dresses up as like a vampire. But Wolfula would be like a vampire that turns into a wolf, and not like a wolf man, but like a feral wolf. And like, I don't know. There's a lot to unpack there, but the point is that happened. And I suppose the crown jewel of my weekend experience, the king should have fuck mountain in regards to my self-inflicted misery over the last week, is that I finally convinced myself to sit down and watch through all of the Friday the 13th films.
All of them?
All of them. I'm still working. I'm only on the 4th one. But,
Okay.
Prior to this weekend, the only 2 I had ever seen were the original Friday the 13th and Jason Goes to Hell, which, as good as...
It's a real banger.
Yeah, Jason Goes to Hell is fantastic because it has both the best... Rose, I think you said this in our Slack chat. It has both the best opening and the best ending ever. For those who haven't seen it, it opens with Jason literally getting blown to pieces by the FBI. Like, just straight up exploded.
Just like rocket shot at him and shit.
It's like complete overkill. Like, the dude's in fucking like jigsaw pieces, and then the ending of that film is Jason's mask is laying on his grave, and then Freddy Krueger's claw like comes up through the ground and grabs it, which is also fantastic. But though those are the only 2 Friday the 13th movies I had seen. But these last couple days I watched 1 again, then 2, 3, and 4. And, I'm not a huge fan of those movies, to be quite honest. Like, now that I've watched past the first two, I, get the appeal. And, I won't spend too much time on this. I think the first Friday the 13th is a decent movie. Like, it's creepy, it builds tension, it's not bad. The second Friday the 13th movie blows. It's basically a remake of the first one, except not nearly as scary, and Jason is dressed like a farmer the whole time. It's actually a reference to another horror film, but I won't go into that. He's supposed to be dressed like the character from The Town That Dreaded Sundown, and there's a lot of, Italian horror references in that movie, but it doesn't help because the movie blows. There's a really good bit at the end where they find his mother's severed head, and that's really cool. But then you get into Friday the 13th 3, which was filmed in 3D, and so the entire film is them trying to do these 3D gimmicks, stuff popping out of the screen, and it's so much more fun. They've taken their head out of their ass and not tried to make this into a somber serious piece about horny teenagers being killed, and instead are horny teenagers are kind of funny. What if we had him start killing them in really ridiculous ways, and also so there's a line of dialogue where someone's like, "Did you just scream?" And then the guy's like, "No, it was probably just Debbie having an orgasm." And I'm like, yes. Yes, that is so what I'm here for. A dude gets his head smashed and his eye pops out as a 3D gimmick. The theme music is a disco remix of the main Friday the 13th theme. It's so good. It's so good. I take back everything bad I've ever said about that franchise because of how good the third film was. And even... by standard film standards, it's not very good, but by the standards of that series, it's pretty enjoyable. But yeah,
okay.
I started the fourth one. I haven't finished it yet, so suffice to say, I have had Jason Voorhees on the mind for the last week. I kind of thought about it, and I think at some point I want to make a costume of the NES Jason with the purple suit and the hands and all that. Yeah. I've seen pictures. People have done it. It's really easy, but the problem is finding any clothes that are in those very specific colors from that game, that grape purple and then that kind of teal, I guess, glow in the dark. Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, that's basically my my Halloween update. Normally when I'm on this podcast, I haven't actually played any games, but I did play at least one game this last week. So
Tell us
go
about
ahead
it.
and move on to that. So John, you were there for this. You were around town.
Yes, I was.
You were around town when this went down, like some clowns who wore a frown. And
please just talk about the fucking game.
All right, yeah. Anyway, John and I played a little bit of Duke Nukem 20th Anniversary World Tour. That is the re-release by Gearbox of Duke Nukem 3D, which came out 20 years ago this year in '96. But I won't harp on it too long because we did do the stream on it and the video's up on our Twitch. But we're trying to get a highlight reel out right now, so we'll see what happens. But the thing about that game is that there's a lot of improvements that have happened. For example, you can now, when you die, you can choose where in the level you respawn, so you don't have to do that classic FPS thing of starting the level all over again. And some people like that, but it's more of a checkpoint system, I suppose. Mm-hmm. They let you map the weapons to the scroll wheel in this game. The graphics are improved. The Duke voice by John St. John has been re-recorded and remastered. Generally a lot of nice improvements that are relatively minor, but they make a difference in the way the game plays, in my opinion. But the big draw of this collection, I suppose, is that there are 7 new Duke Nukem 3D levels called Alien World Order, where you play as Duke, of course, and you go to 7 different locations around the world. The first one is Amsterdam, and there's an alien-themed weed store, because of fucking course there is.
And it's unreal.
Yeah, it really is. It's nuts.
Duke gets stoned. It's great.
Duke does get stoned in this game. They finally let him smoke weed, but there's also some ambiguously Russian place, and then somewhere with the pyramids and all that. But as nice as those improvements are, I think the Megaton edition that came out a while back, which unfortunately is now no longer available to be purchased anywhere, is unfortunately, yeah, is probably the sort of the definitive Duke collection, I'd say, because that includes all of the DLC, like the Nuclear Winter, the Duke in Washington D.C., whatever the hell that's called, Duke on vacation, Duke goes to the moon, Duke poses at Macy's as Santa Claus with some 5-year-old kid, Duke goes to the Bermuda Triangle and has sex with Bigfoot. I don't know. The point is that Duke Megaton Edition had all that content, and Duke World Tour only has these 7 new levels, and it's being charged $5 more than I think Megaton Edition was. So that's not a great deal, especially when it lacks all this content. I mean, if you really want to be a Duke sort of purist, or not even a purist, what's the word I'm looking for? Completionist. If you want to be a Duke completionist, then maybe pick it up once it goes on sale, because those new levels are pretty good. John and I played through half of them.
Yeah, they are good levels. I think they are worth seeing if you're into that game.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely wait until there's a sale. Megaton. I think it is a bummer that the Megaton edition got taken down. I understand the Duke fans' woes. I was seeing people on Tumblr freaking out about it.
Yeah.
And I was like, the Duke community is crying out.
Yeah. See, as much as we joke about there not being a Duke community anymore, it's amazing what happens when they release a new game and these people come crawling out of the woodwork. It's
the Duke fandom.
The
Duke
Dukers.
fandom. Grab your shotguns.
Yeah. Grab your
Balls.
knuckles, your balls of steel. I can't even do the Duke voice right now. I won't even try. Anyway, that's basically been my last week. I don't want to spend too much time on anything because I do have other stories. But I think I will save them for next week on the podcast because they will have been fleshed out a little bit more. So
okay.
I'll toss it on. Today's going to be the day I throw it on back to you, John. It's your turn. Go for it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm fine. I'm hopefully going to be a little less busy in a couple weeks because things are going well for your boy. Let's just leave it at that. It was very sudden that things are going well, though. I was sick for a couple of days. So while I was sick during Halloween. Ooh. So I was I'm upset. I'm in bed and I can't go to any parties or festivities, and I didn't buy a costume. So I'm gonna do the only thing that I can do, and I'm gonna try to buy a horror themed game to play. Mm-hmm. So for some reason, I got this urge to try Castlevania games.
Sure.
So
all right.
I'm not really sure exactly where it came from, but I was like, all right, you know what? Right now they have Castlevania: The Dracula X Chronicles on sale for PSP or Vita or whatever. So I was like, okay, sure. I bought that. I downloaded it. And Castlevania X Chronicles has a collection of games in it. Technically, It's mainly a remake of Rondo of Blood, which I don't remember what that was originally for. I think it was PC Engine or something.
Yeah.
But so it's a remake of that. It has the original version of that game in there as well, and it also has Symphony of the Night. And Symphony of the Night,
that's a game.
Yeah, Symphony of the Night is a hole in my gaming experience. I have a lot of games I still need to catch up on, but Symphony of the Night was one of those games that I needed to play.
Yeah.
So I played a little bit of Rondo of Blood remake and all that, and I was like, all right, this is okay, whatever. I got to the point where I unlocked Symphony of the Night, and I haven't stopped playing it since.
Yeah.
I fucking adore Symphony of the Night, so much so that it's rocketing up my favorite games lists. I love this game so much. And I mean I'm sure that I will not say anything that thousands of other people have said about that game, but if for some reason you have not played that game yet, please do yourself a favor and pick it up. If you have a Vita, get the Dracula X Chronicles. There's the 360 version that might be backwards compatible. I'm not sure for Xbox One. But just, look into that. Look into getting Symphony of the Night, because it is very, very, very good. I'm trying to get the 200.6% run, because I'm on the... This game is, over 20... probably 20-something years old, so... Spoilers be damned. I'm in the inverted castle already. So that's very exciting. It's crazy. There are bits in that game that I'm like, well, yeah, it's kind of annoying to get around this area because you kind of have to be a bat to do it. But there are so many parts in that game where it's like, wow, this room makes absolute sense upside down. And I knew that they were going to flip the castle upside down, but I was like, I didn't fully notice how much this would work upside down. But it does, and it's just so amazing that they did that. They doubled the length of the game in, what seems to be a lazy way, but it's actually genius. It's so cool how they did it, and they give you so many new items, and, I don't know, I'm not, a huge Metroidvania person, but just the way that this game makes you feel so fucking powerful once you get, enough skills, because you start that game off, and once death takes your stuff away, you're like, oh my god, I am super screwed. But then 10 minutes later you get better sword, a couple minutes later you get a transformation, a couple minutes later you get you start getting familiars, and then you have a sword flying around with you just killing everything, and you're just I am a fucking beast right now. But then you get to the inverted castle and you're weak again, and it's holy shit. I can't believe that they're, continuing to switch it up so much. I don't know, I love how that game is structured. I love how it's paced. I love how powerful you feel, and then how weak you feel, and then how you build up to being powerful again. It's so cool. The bosses are, there are some, legit creepy bosses in that game. There's just a ball of humanoid bodies, just a writhing mass floating, and then you slice at it and the bodies fall off, and that's what damages you. There's a Beelzebub, a literal representation where instead of it being Satan, it's the actual Lord of the Flies, so it's just this rotting corpse with maggots falling off and bugs flying out of it, and it's so disgusting, but in the best way. I love that game. I love that game.
It's good.
But yeah, I mean, I wish that I had the funds to go out and just buy a newer game or something, but I don't know, I'll probably go to Redbox and rent Titanfall just so I can play through the single player real quick, because that I played the beta and I was like, this is alright, but I feel I would really dig the single player, especially from what Michael and what other people online have been saying. But no, I've pretty much just been playing Symphony of the Night because I just got over being sick, so I was just laying in bed, dying, but just also enjoying myself. Just I'm having a good time, even though my head feels the right side of my face feels it's a fucking it's filled with fluid. Yeah. It was awful, but I'm okay now. Don't worry about it.
It's good.
But yes, folks, let's move on to the news of the week. I mean, let's start off in the order we went with. Michael, you're with us.
Hello.
Michael, would you like to talk about the news that you are reporting on?
Yeah. Hey, Swery, he left his game company.
That's true, he did.
Yeah, Swery has been kind of on a medical leave for, a year now? It's been a while.
It's been a while, yeah.
Yeah, he's been on medical leave from Access Games, and just the other day he said he was leaving. I don't know if he... I know he's still recovering, he's still sick, or still dealing with his illness. But he says he's not done, but at the same time, I don't think he's sort of in active development with anything just yet. But he's been with Access since 2002, so...
He helped found that company.
Yeah, so it's kind of sad to see, Swery suddenly leave and still have to deal with his illness and stuff, but he seems very confident that you have not seen the last of Swery.
Oh no, absolutely not.
No.
Yeah, I mean, he was actually like working on a couple of things while he was on leave. Like, I think he made some levels for some Adult Swim game a couple months ago.
Yeah, he's been doing a lot of little stuff, but
yeah, he said like
major.
he became a Buddhist monk.
Yeah, that was a big thing.
He wrote a book. I know that he wrote a book about like a cat or something.
Yeah, I can't wait for that.
Yeah,
book.
I really want to read his book. And then he wanted... I remember he wanted to make that game about, like, being, like, a female detective who solves mysteries by masturbating or something, if I remember correctly.
Uh-huh.
Like,
That sounds like a Swery game.
yeah,
I can see that.
yeah, like, I mean, sure. If anyone can make that work, it's Swery. Like,
Yeah.
But I definitely want to see what he does next. I'm sad that we're probably never gonna see the ending to D4. But
I don't think even if he was still with Axis Games, you would ever see the ending of D4. So
yeah,
don't worry about it.
Fair enough. Connect game. God, I still remember when they revealed that at E3. Like, they had fucking a Swery game up on, like, Microsoft's main... Like, it was, like, in a sizzle reel, too, and I just remember everyone being like, what the fuck? The Swery's new game? Like... Oh, man. Alright, Rose, I'll hand it off to you.
Oh, alright. So I wrote an article about this earlier this year, but Animal Crossing updated the New Leaf one. Not Happy Home, which is more recent, which is kind of weird, but whatever.
Yeah.
New Leaf.
I mean, I'd
So they
rather
added-
that they
yeah?
update New Leaf than Happy Home, because
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, Happy Home isn't exactly an Animal Crossing game, let's say.
Sure.
Yeah, so they added, what everyone was dying for, Amiibo support. I'll be honest, this update feels like in a lot of ways they wanted to make Animal Crossing Wii U at some point, and then they were like, hey, Wii U's dead.
Yeah.
Can't really do that. Because a lot of these are, like, really new systems and stuff that would make sense. Anyway, alright. First thing, you have Amiibo. You can, like, scan little card packs they've had since, I think, the
Since Happy Home.
Amiibo Festival came out. Oh, since Happy Home?
Yeah,
Okay, since Happy
the
Home.
cards came out with Happy Home. The actual, like, full Amiibos came with Amiibo Festival.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can scan the figures and the Amiibos. I don't know what the figures do, really.
Nothing. They're Amiibo.
They
Yeah,
do
but
kind of the same thing as
they do
the other ones.
something.
Like, those characters will show up in the... Well, you can explain what they actually do, but those characters show up, but they can't move in. So, like, KK Slider will still show up.
Great.
You'll, like, get special stuff from those, I think, is what they
Yeah,
ended
you
up
can
saying.
buy, like, furniture.
Currency and stuff,
Great.
yeah. So, there's stuff like the Zelda villagers now and stuff you can get from Amiibos, and, like they have Medley, Ganon, and stuff.
Yeah.
No, it's great. You can get Ganon as a pig, like this big pig.
Yeah, and he can move into your
And he's
town.
just an asshole, and he can move into your town. But, yeah, so they added that. There's a bunch of, like, special villagers from the cards. There's a new currency thing you can do where you do, like, these little side quests around town, like, pick 5 apples, and you'll get, like, a coupon, and you can turn in all these coupons for the mutual exchange of wealth.
Fucking communists.
Or meow.
The hell is this?
Yeah.
Well, you see, there's a hippie dog named Harvey.
Goddamn hippies.
And you can buy special furniture
Yeah,
from him with the mutual
special
exchange
furniture.
of wealth. Yeah, it's really special, Michael.
Plus 420
If you saw it.
coupons.
Made from hemp.
There's a couple of, like, little things like, hey, you can sit on rocks now.
Yeah.
Which they didn't even mention that, but you can sit on rocks. You can hang, like, shirts on your wall and
What?
stuff, like little stuff like
What
that.
kind of
Yeah.
apartment? Like, who hangs their shirts on their wall?
What, you don't do
Yo,
that?
bro, look at that shirt. It's Alfonso
I-
Ribeiro on a sleeveless tee. It's pretty dope. I have a sleeveless shirt with Alfonso Ribeiro.
Do you really? And you've
Yes.
never shown this to us.
I'll show it to you after the show.
You fuck. My
Yeah,
God.
I remember Michael mentioned that during CEO, like, because we were just, like, talking about, like, people with crazy shirts, and I was just like, all right, that sounds about right.
Yeah, I don't even remember where I got it.
But no, yeah, this update is like pretty big, and they give you so many like little options too. Like you can actively,
Definitely.
with the amiibos, you can actively choose who you want in your town now. Like you can scan,
which is really
if you
good.
scan an amiibo, and then it's like, oh, you want me to move in, okay, but your town's full. Who do you want to kick out? Like they actively say like, who do you want to leave, and then you could pick who to leave. Like,
yeah.
Is there anything else besides the communists and the amiibo stuff?
You can sell your town. You can sell it to Tom Nook.
What does he do with it?
That's for him to
for
know.
you to find out.
Listen,
Why would
he
you
will
do
only
that?
buy a level 3 town. He will only buy a level 3
he's
town.
He's a real estate. Like,
Yeah, that's what he is in New Leaf, yeah. So he buys your town, he gives you like...
Millions
I
of
had
bells.
friends who were saying
then
like 15 million
what do you
bells.
like? Move back to the city and like sit in your apartment with like a bunch of bells and just like,
And you make a new
this
town.
is my life now.
This sounds like a reality show. Like you move from town to town and you like flip them
Yeah.
for like a profit.
See how much money you
Flip
can make.
this town.
Yeah.
Yeah, flip my nuts.
It's
like,
it's flip.
you
It's flip
could
this town : gentrification.
Yeah.
So like I heard like also like I think you can get it all deposited into your account like right away. Or you can do this weird thing where he gives you weekly payments. for
So
your
you won the
town?
lottery?
I don't know. Like, you can choose just like he gives you two options. Like, hey, do you want it all at once, or do you want like 12 payments of 300,000 bells?
That's wild.
They're like
Fuck.
teaching kids about fucking
Yeah.
mortgages and loans and shit. I don't know. I don't know what economics are. So
There's other like little like quality of life things that are actually really cool too. Like you can finally move furniture with the touchscreen, which was
Yeah.
something that they introduced in Happy Home Designer, but now it's in the main game. And there's also like they also have like storage closets basically now, which they were like it's basically an invisible room that you could just put things
Yeah.
in, and so you don't have to worry about decorating it, but you could just shove stuff in there, so you don't have to have like a closet in your house to store things.
so like a storage computer in Pokemon.
Basically, yeah.
A game
Kind
that's
of, yeah.
15 years older than
But I think
this
it's just you press a button instead of like having to go to this thing.
Yeah.
You just press a button and then it opens it up.
Yeah. But it's so neat that and it's free and it's out now. So if you have New Leaf, go ahead and update it. You can like start a new town basically and just like cull it and have it be have the villagers you specifically want. Like it's crazy.
yeah.
Yeah, it's really neat, and I think it's really cool to see a Nintendo game do something like this so far off release that isn't just, hey, here's New Leaf, new version that
we
you
have this
buy.
Animal
or
Crossing
something.
studio, and they're not doing anything. I don't know. Update the last game.
I think like the last thing they did was Splatoon. Actually, I think they were behind
No,
Splatoon.
Yeah.
So Splatoon dead, and they're like, update. New
Yeah,
Leaf.
exactly. So perfect timing.
Can we work on the Switch yet? Like, no. Make the esports
Yeah,
edition for it. There, go away.
I almost wonder with like how close this is to the Switch release if we just see New Leaf on the Switch or something like before a full-fledged Animal Crossing
Newer
game.
Leaf.
Yeah, like just it with the update, maybe like a couple other small things or something just to hold over until they make like a big one or something.
Animal Crossing turnover.
Great.
Yeah. Jeez.
Thanks.
Yes, thank you, Rose. Ryan, would you like to tell us your news thing?
Yeah, hey, speaking of the Nintendo Switch, remember that one console that a few people had? No one really played it.
The
I think it was-
GameCube.
Yeah, no, I think this one was called, like, the Wii U. Like, I
No,
don't
no,
know,
you're thinking about the Sega CD. Yeah.
Oh, right. No,
Yeah.
no, this is some kind of, like, weird, like, I guess it's like a Wii, but it's, like, kind of different. Like, I really don't know what the difference between a Wii and a Wii U is. I don't know why I'd
the
buy
turbo
one.
graphics. That's what you're talking about.
You and everyone else.
Yep. Anyway, this strange esoteric console known as the Wii U did not sell very well for Nintendo. According to Nintendo's marketing stuff that they kind of published on September 30th, the Wii U is probably their worst-selling console, and I would remove probably from that sentence. The Wii sold 101 million units. The N64 sold 32 million units. The GameCube sold 21 million, and the Wii U 13.36 million. So it is behind even the worst-selling console by Nintendo, which at this point had been the GameCube. So, thanks to this poor sales, bad marketing, whatever you want to blame it on, rumors, and by rumors I mean partially confirmed yet vehemently denied statements that the Wii U will be ceasing production. And by the time you read this, if these rumors are true, it will have ceased production tomorrow, which would have been Friday when this podcast comes out. So this has been confirmed by several sources, chief among them Eurogamer. But recently Nintendo came out and said that this was fake, that this was not happening. But back in March, they had talked about how for their fiscal year, for their 12-month period between March 31st, 2016 and 2017, they only expected to sell 800,000 Wii U's. By September 30th, they had sold 560,000. And so if you want to go with the implications of this, that means there will be about 240,000 Wii U's produced / sold by March 31st, and that'll be the end of it. Now, like I said, Nintendo has denied this, but Nintendo has a habit of denying anything that would make it seem as if one of their consoles or one of their handhelds is being replaced by a newer model. For example, Michael, I know you mentioned when they said that the DS was not going to replace the Game Boy Advance.
I said that.
Or someone said it. John, come on.
Let's
That
get
was
let's
me!
get this Game Boy credit thing perfect.
Yeah. My mind has been stuck on Marky Mark battling with Alex Jones for the last half hour. So don't even give me shit about that. Like, I want to see 20 Alex Joneses versus one Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. But anyway,
Skyrim.
The point is that if these are true, the Wii U will be out of production by the time this podcast goes out. It's a little strange normally for a company to end production of a console before their newest console has even been given a solid release date or anything like that. But with how poorly the Wii U has sold, and I think with how ready Nintendo is to move on towards the Switch, and with how excited people are for the Switch, I think this more or less makes sense for them to stop production. So, if you've been dragging your feet on getting a Wii U for whatever reason, you really don't have much time left, I guess. So
I imagine that they have plenty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They came out and said that their statement was that Nintendo's statement was that this was not true and that there would be no changes to their current production. And that tells me that they've already stopped making them, and their current production. I don't think they
zero.
stopped. I don't think they've stopped. I bet that they. So not that long ago. So this rumor goes way back to March when the Nikkei had this out. It was rumored to do this, and then the Eurogamer recently said they had their source, a different source. Not that long ago, Nintendo made a move to own their own production. That they bought the people who help make their own their consoles.
Yes.
So they have further control over making things. So I bet not long after they did that, though I don't think that's been fully worked through. I don't think that'll be complete until next year because that's how business works. I bet around the same time they slowed down Wii U production a lot and started producing Switches or prototyping them more heavily because there are dev kits out there. There have been dev kits out there since earlier this year. That's why everything was leaked. So, if you only have 3 factories, let's say, hypothetically, all 3 are making Wii U's, you need to make Switches. You get everything custom, you make it together. Okay, now you need to make devs kits. All right, one of these factories have to make these dev kits, even if it's just a line in the factory.
Yeah.
Okay, now I have to make things so that they're on shelves. How many do you make? 1 million? Okay, well, these 3 factories need to be making Switches soon. Yeah. You need to make this Switch.
Yes.
So, the Wii U probably has one or two lines in some factory still making them out, but
Yeah.
not many.
Sure. All right, I have a tiny news story because this week was one of those like lots of small bits, but nothing really crazy. So my news is that a new character in Pokken was announced, but it wasn't a character we knew was going to happen.
Ooh.
So
what a novel concept, announcing a character that wasn't
surprise.
already expected. Yeah.
Well, let me elaborate. So I've probably talked about this in the podcast before, but Pokken semi-recently, like a couple months ago, was data mined. And people came up with some files that showed that Darkrai, Caesar, and Empoleon were going to be characters in the game.
Mm-hmm.
So far, Darkrai and Caesar have been officially confirmed. They have been announced and released in the arcade version of the game. We don't know if they're coming to the Wii U version or not, probably because they were, in the Wii U files. But they said, oh yeah, there's going to be another character now, so everyone was like, all right, here's Empoleon. But then they showed the trailer, and it was Croagunk. If you remember Croagunk, or if you don't remember Croagunk, he's the
Damn right I remember Croagunk.
You should, because he's the best. He's a little cute frog, poison and fighting type frog from Gen 4. And so he's going to be the next character that they add to the arcade edition. He's fucking adorable. He looks like so much fun. Like, he uses like moves that he seems to use moves that like buff him up, and then he just kind of lazes around. Like a lot of his moves are him like laying down on top of his enemies and just like chilling. Like he's got a lot of like poison type, like slashing and poison sting moves. His super is just him like using double team, and a bunch of like clones of him just like pile on top of the enemy. Like, I don't know, he's really cute. You should just go look at the trailer that's up on the site. But still no confirmation about home console version updates. It'll probably happen once they put Empoleon in, and then they balance patch it and all that stuff.
Sure.
So, that's kind of how these games work, especially Bandai Namco games. Like, they really like to like ease characters in, and then once they're all in, then they release the game. Like, they did that with Tekken. Like, it's like that game is still not out. Like, it's in arcades, and it's been in arcades for ages, but it's like still not fully released yet. So, hopefully Pokken comes out, or the DLC comes out soon, because I love Pokken, and I want an excuse to play more of it, and I want an excuse to go buy that controller for it, a $25 controller, so I can actually play it right, instead of just with the fucking huge-ass gamepad.
Sure.
Let's move on to questions. Michael, please, if you would.
Hey, you can send questions to podcast at videogamechoochoo.com, or you can go over to videogamechoochoo.tumblr.com/ask.
Mm-hmm.
You can ask questions that sound like these questions sound out of my voice. Anonymous asks, I have WWE 2K16. I'm sorry for that. You shouldn't have bought that.
Yeah.
But I don't know shit about wrestling. Is it worth playing for the story?
No?
No, it's none of the.
Well, which story?
None of those games are worth playing.
Like, because there is like downloadable stuff you can do, and I bet there's something of worth there.
No, wait.
But if you don't know shit about wrestling, it would just all look like garbage.
I don't think you need
junk.
to know for the downloadable stuff. I don't think you need to know anything about wrestling.
I don't think 2K16 has those like
what?
DLC, those not DLC.
Oh yeah,
those, like,
they took that stuff
ones,
out.
yeah.
Ghost Stories.
No.
Ghost Problems. Yeah,
I don't know if I don't.
All right,
remember,
no, fuck
I don't
that
remember
then.
if that
Yeah,
was
no.
taken out in 16 or this year or 15. I don't remember.
Oh,
Yeah,
You really don't need to know. You really don't need to know anything about wrestling to watch a custom match between Darth Vader and Walter White.
yeah.
So,
Just play the game, have some fun. Try to.
yeah.
Anonymous.
I was just
you
going
have more
to
to
say
talk about WWE 2K16.
I was just all I was going to say was just go watch VGCW if you want that. Like, that's all you need to do.
Yeah.
That's still going.
Look up Ghost Problems.
Yeah, or just go watch Ghost Problems on YouTube. Like,
Anonymous asks, favorite video game gun?
that's hard.
in the interest of not taking 40 minutes into this question, I'm just going to say the super shotgun from Doom.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
Rose?
Either the shotgun from Halo or the chain gun from Doom.
John?
The shotgun in Duke Nukem 3D.
Ugh.
Dude, it's so good.
Not the shrinker.
Nah.
The
No.
PP7 from GoldenEye.
Great.
Alright.
That gun was just, that animation was cool. Sounded cool.
Sure.
That's all. I just remember it.
I'm gonna say either that shotgun or the Red 9 from Resident Evil 4. Gun's not just about shooting; it's about reloading. You know what I'm talking about.
Great.
Anonymous asks, we've seen a lot of nostalgia-based reboots since Transformers came out in 2007, but never anything about He-Man. Do you think a He-Man movie would work today, and who would play He-Man and Skeletor? Just go watch the 80s He-Man.
Oh, that movie blows. It's so bad.
Go watch it.
I tried watching that movie one time, and like the first 15 minutes of that movie are like pure bliss. They're like so good. They're so like much fun. But then after that, by the time you're like an hour and 15 minutes in, you want to die.
Don't they like they come to like Earth and there's like cops that and then
New Jersey.
It goes from like kind of like sci-fi, like almost Conan the Barbarian stuff to shooting laser guns.
Yeah, in New Jersey. Yeah,
and Dolph Lundgren is He-Man. Also, Dolph Lundgren should, if they do a remake, he should still play He-Man.
Yeah, I think for Skeletor, I can see Willem Dafoe pulling that off.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think that's too on the nose.
Yeah, okay, then maybe, what would you say, Michael?
Do you want a dramatic pick for Skeletor
you want,
or
like,
something?
Danny DeVito playing Skeletor?
Oh, yeah. What do you... Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
enough. That's actually not a bad idea.
Yeah. I mean, I can tell you who would play Skeletor.
Who?
In it, Johnny Depp.
No.
That's Johnny Depp or Johnny Depp's understudy Jared Leto. Those are the two people that someone would go and get.
Neither.
Wait, no, Johnny Depp would be Beast
Johnny
Man.
Depp's like 60 years old. He's not gonna play fucking Skeletor.
Yeah, he's practically a skeleton.
Oh my god. What if they just got like some wrestler to do it?
That is actually what
really
they would do.
like...
It would be Kevin Nash. He would have 3 lines, and he would never bend at the knee, because if he did, he would never get back up.
Yeah, his quad would break. or tear.
Ryan, I don't like how your response was, but the 80s one is bad, which implies this one would be good.
Yeah, you're damn right.
In
my mind,
this one would be really good.
Comparatively, I bet.
Yeah,
this would
be better.
This would be like the Apocalypse Now of nostalgia reboots, 3 hours long, this harrowing psychological drama about He-Man's obsession with defeating Skeletor and Skeletor's psychological torment of He-Man. He doesn't show up until the last 30 minutes, and he's 50 pounds overweight. And he's shot in shadow and completely bald, and he makes up all of his
You're
lines.
just an errand boy,
Yeah,
He-Man.
He can't even laugh anymore.
The horror, He-Man. The horror. Okay, let's move on, please.
Anonymous asks, did you see Crash Bandicoot on the Skylanders show? If you haven't, it's really something. Has there ever been anything similar to that type of weird divorce situation for video game characters before? If you haven't seen this, it's on YouTube where it is just Crash Bandicoot's parts, which is even better because it's completely out of context.
Yeah,
it's just Crash Bandicoot. He
has
an Australian accent. He stands on a pile of sheep. I don't know why.
He's too calm. That's what got me about it.
There was a Skylanders TV show.
It just came out.
Oh yeah, it's on Netflix.
But to answer that question, I feel like we kind of touched on it earlier when we talked about Pyramid Head being in track and field. But even then, that's kind of like a jokey type thing, putting
this
Snake
is
in Smash Bros. You could say that's weird, but all of his dialogue in that make it
Snake. I never took Metal Gear really seriously, so seeing him in Smash Brothers was sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So,
I will say I only watched the YouTube video. I feel like Rose, you actually watched the episode, right?
Kind of.
So I'll just say, just based on.
That's like a yes or no question. You did or you didn't.
So just before we allow Rose to elaborate, I will just say that like the funniest thing to me in that YouTube video was just like how they felt like they had to have Crash like explain his backstory in the most like fucking
nonchalantly in
he's
conversation. It'd be like if I saw John, I would just be like, oh hey John, I'm from Tampa. Like I know that we've met before. Hey,
no, it's more than that. He's like. So he appears, and he goes, well, that was wild, coming out of that portal. I'm Crash Bandicoot. I'm from the Wampa Isles, where I have to save my friend, Canny, or whatever the hell she's called. And he goes, I have to stop it from... And then he says in this really weird voice, from the evil Dr. Neo Cortex. Like that. Like, it's, like, so surreal and, like, out of place. Like, he's, like, reading from a teleprompter.
Almost like they recorded that
like...
at a separate point, because no one knew who that guy was. I want to be on the fly on the wall at the recording sessions of this Australian man. He's like, what's the name of the bad guy?
What?
No. So it is not an Australian man doing his voice. I can tell you that much from what I've seen.
A man pretending to be an Australian man.
He slips out of it like 4 times, and he just sounds like just a normal dude talking. But then he goes immediately back to the Wampa Isles.
Because he's in Skylanders world. He's acclimating. He's getting used to it.
Yeah,
he's trying to make him feel comfortable.
Yeah, getting used to the great Spyro that's there.
He's trying to be like, hey man, Spyro, you breathe fire, and I'll put some shrimps on the Barbie.
All right, what do you think? What do you think Spyro's charming character trait is on the Skylanders?
One ball is bigger than the other.
Yeah, Crash sees it for the first time, and he says, "Oh wow, crikey,
that's not a
crikey,
bowl,
mate.
This is a bowl.
Don't you need surgery or something?"
Wait, we don't play rugby like that back home.
John, can you do an Australian accent for me again?
No.
Please.
I can try one. Crikey, Spyro,
right.
that's the biggest case of elephantitis of the testicles I've ever seen.
That's exactly how he would say it too. He would be that specific.
Elephantitis.
John just comes across as like a Final Fantasy character.
Yeah.
Like, is he British? Is he? What is he?
I don't even imagine Spyro like missing a testicle and just having one. I think he just has a single testicle that's like the size of somebody's head. It's just
Why
like
is
one
it this?
single massive ball.
Why did that have to be it, Michael? Why did that have to be your guess?
Listen, you asked the question. All right.
Oh yeah, I'm at fault here.
All right, but I'm sorry, Rose. Yeah, what is it really? What is this? What is true Spyro like?
He's like 2006 core random, where he just says like tacos and stuff randomly.
God damn it!
It's really
great.
bad.
He's Deadpool. Wonderful.
No, he's worse because he's like written for children instead of teens.
Oh boy.
Like,
great.
I don't watch that show. Don't
will.
watch that. I know you were all planning on it because you're big fans of Skylanders and the rich stories.
Is Drobot in there?
And he wasn't in the episode I watched.
Donkey Kong and Bowser going to show up?
I hope not.
Remark on Spyro's single massive testicle.
Oh, jeez.
This is Bowser, yeah.
Anonymous,
that was a
Anonymous
thing.
chimes in and says, "What kind of alcoholic drinks does the Chooch Crew like?"
A lot after that.
Yeah, I'm gonna need it.
Those two had a theme: driving me to drink and then drinking.
Yeah, I actually like alcoholic cider a lot, which I'm sure I've said on the podcast. I actually had this drink a couple weeks ago that was a cocktail. It was called, sticking with the theme, it was called Angry Balls. And what this was it was a mixed drink of Angry Orchard cider, apple cider, with Fireball cinnamon whiskey, and then with maraschino cherries at the bottom. And it was really good. It was tasty.
Sounds really good.
Yeah, it was. I want to try it and figure out like what the mix is for it so I can make it here at home. But it was tasty. And I also tried a gin and tonic for the first time, and that was pretty good also. So
I really like whiskey sours.
Sure.
So I tend to like sweetener drinks.
Yeah.
But I tend to like brown liquor, whiskey,
Yeah, gotcha.
and some beer. So
Sure.
I just mix vodka with a lot of soda
Oh, yeah.
all
that's
the
a
time.
good way to do it.
And that's what I do. Vanilla Coke, usually.
Anonymous.
I'm doing the straight edge cross across my chest right now. So.
Yeah, I was just gonna casually move on and not force
it's
you.
fine. No, it's just I don't drink. There, period. I was just joking around. That's okay.
Gotcha.
He's really thirsty. He never drinks it. That would explain the coffee.
Yeah.
It would.
He
And I
just
was-
eats like astronaut ice cream and like gets nutrients from that. Like freeze-dried baked potatoes.
That sounds really good. Just that and Dippin' Dots. That's all he does. Anonymous asks, how do you feel about JRPGs adding more visual novel elements?
I have no opinion on this.
I would like them to add less visual novel elements. I think visual novel is an interesting way to convey a story. I think it could be a crutch of well, why animate anything when I could just have you thumb through all this dialogue?
Oh, I can't think of any games that you're referring to at all that I play. I don't
All of
know. That doesn't sound like anything.
Skylanders.
Yeah, Skylanders.
You have to say Crash Bandicoot's voice in an Australian accent, otherwise it's just text.
I don't know. I think it's fine if it fits. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like the visual novel element thing can extend to things other than just the cutscenes. Like, for example, I think that also is the social linky stuff. You know, so in games where that fits, like Persona,
But that
that's
wasn't
fine,
a visual
but-
novel. That was characters
yeah,
moving
but-
around on a screen and interacting in a room and in a 3D environment.
Well,
Yeah,
there
but
are other
no,
elements of visual novels aside from just the visual part.
Yeah, and dude, no, that game had 3D models, but there was whenever the characters talked, they still had the sprites. That was
Yeah.
still very visual novel.
Yeah, sure.
Like it's visual novel elements, just not straight up visual novel segments. You know,
Yeah.
like when it works, like in Persona or something of the sort, it's fine. But I think if it's something where it's just all right, I need to thumb through all this text, and it's just them blathering on, and then they're making me date this lady for no reason so that way halfway through the game I get to see her in the bathhouse. All right,
Yeah.
You gonna roast me like this?
a little bit, yeah. What?
It's engaging.
What am I roasting you on? What are you talking about?
Every Neptunia game, every
Yeah.
single one is exactly what you
Yeah.
described. Every single one. There's always the bathhouse scene. It's always halfway through the game. Every time.
Hey, Rose. That one time
Yeah?
that one time I played that Neptunia game, the bathhouse scene was right at the beginning. So I don't know what you're talking
Good.
about.
Great.
Glad
Yeah.
they threw in some
Yeah.
variety
Well, that's,
to that installment.
Anonymous asks, any opinions on the Clock Tower spiritual sequel, Nightcry?
That is a game I wanted to play but never did. So
I have seen footage of it. I've seen people play it, and it looks rough, let's say. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
I hate this next question.
that means I'm gonna love it.
Yeah, you specifically.
Oh, I see it.
Anonymous
Specifically.
asks, just let me get through the question.
Okay.
I'm not even gonna answer it. Not even gonna try.
Okay.
You three have fun. Anonymous asks, what would Duke Nukem smell like?
Oh,
Also,
Christ.
what is your favorite outfit that Duke Nukem has worn?
Okay,
Shame. He smells like shame.
Yeah,
I was about to say, he smells like shame, and my favorite outfit that he wore was the badge of shame that he wears every day.
Let me
know.
just get out in front of this. What
Okay.
other outfits did he wear? I don't remember him wearing another outfit.
in the promotional materials for Duke Nukem Forever, there's the ones where he's dressed in the tuxedo, and like he's like on the moon and all that, like in an astronaut suit. But I think like in the canon of the games, except in that one Forever DLC where you can like put hats on him, I really don't think he's had many other outfits. Is the thing. So
I think maybe in the like expansion packs for 3D, he was wearing different outfits, like on the covers.
Yes,
I don't fucking remember.
Yeah, so there's my answer. My favorite Duke Nukem one is the Life's a Beach, where he's in like tropical gear. That's my favorite one. And what does he smell like? I'd like to think that Duke Nukem likes to stay clean.
No.
So I think maybe he smells like Irish Spring, but like the soap.
Jesus.
No, I didn't think you actually meant an Irish Spring.
No,
like
well,
an Irish water source.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. But maybe there are people out there who don't know that this is like a soap brand. You fuck.
He got like a bottle and he filled it up with it. And he takes it home with
like
He
him.
doesn't take
nasty-
showers. He just stands outside and pours this water all over him.
Well, it's like natural. It's like a hot spring. So
It's my ritual. Don't make fun of me.
Don't knock it till you try it, baby.
I kiss the Blarney Stone, baby.
Fuck off. Fuck right off.
I feel like he just smells horrible.
I'm gonna move on. I don't want to talk about what he smells like.
All right, fair enough.
Anonymous asks, favorite Dead Rising protagonist and why?
Is that an option?
Well,
Like-
there's Frank and there's Chuck. And
Well, yeah, and there's also the
I don't remember the dude's name from 3.
3-man.
I
It's
could
Frank.
not
It's
could
Frank.
not look at a picture of any of them and tell you who was who.
yeah, I know what Frank looks like, and I know what Chuck looks like, because Chuck has that kind of like very masculine, like blonde hair, kind of stubble kind of thing going, and then Frank's just like fucking Frank. So I'm gonna say Frank's my favorite just because he's named Frank, and also because even though I've never played the games that he's in, I know more about his character than Chuck, whose game that I did play. So there
Nick.
you go.
His name's Nick Ramos.
Nick. Right.
Yeah.
Like John Stamos, who was in Full House.
That was their inspiration, actually, yeah. If you watch the documentary, they
Wow,
talk about,
really?
you know. Yeah.
No, yeah, I mean, I haven't played 3, so I could definitely not talk about Nick, but like Frank is very obviously my favorite, but I think Chuck is also a good character. Like I just like Frank because he's like I legitimately like Frank West as a character because I just think he's a really well done anti-hero. Like he's just such a sleazebag. You know, like he's only saving people so he can have corroborators for his scoop.
Yeah.
Like,
Which one had the daughter that he was saving?
That's
That's
Chuck
2.
from
That's
Full
Okay,
House.
I like Chuck.
Yeah.
I only played the prequel standalone game, but that made me like him more.
That's a good standalone
yeah,
game.
it's really good. And
Chuck is definitely more of like a traditional, like you're supposed to care about this guy protagonist, and I like him
Yeah.
for that. But I do think Frank is kind of interesting because he's just like, I don't know, he's an anti-hero without being like the fucking Punisher or some bullshit like that. Like,
Yeah, like he's
very,
not
he's
like
very much like a real person, kind of. So.
yeah, he's not like murdering people. Well, I mean, he does murder people, but like he murders people who are a threat to him. But like, he's not just going around being like, "Oh, I gotta punish people," or "Oh man, I'm so dark and edgy," or anything like that. He's just like,
that's a different Frank. So.
or like, yeah, like he's just like, "I'm doing this because I want to be famous. I got to do this for my job. Like this is what I'm doing." And he's just kind of a shithead, but he's a believable shithead, and I like that, you know.
Sure.
Okay, let's move on.
Yes.
Anonymous asks, any specific features or elements you wish to see in Red Dead Redemption 2?
Nope, because I never played the originals. So
That sucks. You should play Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah.
I should, yeah.
That game's great.
Yeah.
I went back and played a little bit of Red Dead Redemption recently. All I want to ask for right now, because that's the only thing that's on my mind from playing that, was I really hope that they make the horse controls better. Because, oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, having to constantly tap A kind of sucked.
Yeah, it was bad. But other than that, I don't know. I want to be surprised.
On the other end of that, I don't want them to. Well, like I guess like keep the shooting the same.
Sure.
In my opinion, because like I hate GTA shooting. Like I always have. Like it just never felt really good to me. But everything about Red Dead, like all those guns feel different and impactful and like feels good.
And the Deadeye.
Deadeye needs to be there. Deadeye
I mean,
needs to be there because that's. Oh.
Yeah, Deadeye's going to be in there. Like,
Yeah, good.
you can't. That'd be like removing the ability to drive cars in GTA. It's like the name of the game is Grand Theft Auto. Like,
yeah,
you just put in a bunch of bicycles. Have fun. I don't know what I want from that game. I know what I don't want, but I don't know what like I would like in there. I know that they're going to put in an online. Like that GTA Online is making them a lot of money, like tons. So like hundreds of millions of dollars a year, which is ridiculous. Yeah. So there will be a Red Dead Online, and I want that to be meaningful and fun and interesting. And you know, whatever your opinion of GTA Online is, that's interesting. There's a weird thing that is making a lot of money, and when everyone bemoans Call of Duty and everyone who rips it off, it's neat that there's this other thing people can get into, and I hope that they do something interesting with Red Dead's Online to make it different from GTA and its own unique thing.
Yeah, I think like I always felt that Red Dead's original Online was a lot more different because it felt like in GTA, like before GTA Online, like with GTA 4's multiplayer and stuff, it was a lot of like just roam around and fuck like around with a bunch of like bullshit or whatever, like dumb helicopters and stuff. But like Red Dead's felt more concentrated almost. Like you could go into the bases, take over the base, and then like other players could try to take it from you and stuff like that. And that was
it felt
cool.
like there
were like co-op
there was
missions.
activities to do.
Yeah, exactly. And I hope they go into that more.
That's what GTA 5 did a lot. Was here are activities, here are things that you can do. And GTA 4 had elements of that, but it was just so, you know, it was running on a 360. It wasn't great.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I hope with the step up to new consoles and everything and having so much time with GTA Online that they can do something different with it.
Yeah.
That's mainly what I want to see. Like, everything else is just write another good story.
Yeah.
Fucking don't mess it up. Last two questions, both coming in from Anonymous. You can send questions to podcast@videogamechoochoo.com if you like the email, or if you just like Tumblr, you go to videogamechoochoo.tumblr.com/ASK. That spells ask. Last two questions. Anonymous asks, is it too late to ask a question? This is my question. Clearly not. And our last question is, what video game character would be a vaping enthusiast?
Ethan Mars from Heavy Rain. Like, that dude's an architect. He would be all over that.
He would.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I mean, Frank from Dead Rising.
Dead Rising, yeah.
Oh,
Absolutely.
sure. Oh, yeah,
That's
sure,
a vape.
definitely. He has a vape pen, and he is serious
He's a vape
about
tech
it.
too.
Yeah. I can also see York from Deadly Premonition vaping, so...
I don't know. I think it feels like he would be too like traditional about it.
Yeah, he
like,
might try it, but I don't know if he'd be into it.
He'll ease into it at the end of the game. That'll be the big ending.
I feel like York would start vaping to like quit smoking cigarettes. Like he'd be like, "All right, Zach, I'll quit smoking for you." You know?
Yeah, that makes so much sense.
Yeah.
RoboCop.
RoboCop would not vape, and he's not even a video game character. Fuck
There are
off.
video game interpretations. Of
Yeah, the
RoboCop.
PS2 game.
So
God, RoboCop would not vape. Fuck you.
I bet he would vape.
I got
RoboCop
one.
does not vape.
Why
I got
wouldn't he
one.
vape?
All
I got
right,
one.
folks. Next week podcast. Send in your answer to this question: would RoboCop vape? Yes or no? And if you want, you can give an argument. I say RoboCop would not vape. He does not have the personality to vape. He doesn't have the desire to vape.
I will reprogram
Alex
him.
Murphy
will
is
reprogram
too
him.
wholesome to vape. RoboCop.
You're doing a lot of speaking for him. I
RoboCop
don't
does
know.
not even have any lungs with which to vape. Fuck you, Michael. RoboCop does not vape.
He has a vaping mechanism
I
installed.
hate this. Fuck you. RoboCop doesn't vape.
The ultimate rig.
His whole body's the rig.
That's why they made him
Yeah.
that.
God, I
Yeah.
hate
He just
this.
takes out a tube and vapes himself.
Stop
He vapes
soiling!
himself.
Stop soiling the name of my dear beloved silver medal protector.
All right, how about this? The kid in like the third one who sells drugs. That kid vapes.
I can deal with that, but RoboCop does not vape.
I have one. Cloud Strife.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
sure.
he would vape.
Do you think he'd
I mean-
try to get like Sora from Kingdom Hearts to vape? He'd be like, "Hey kid, you want to try some grapefruit flavored vape juice?"
This
Haley
mixture my
Joel
friend
Osment's like,
mixed
"Gee
up.
whiz, I'd love to try some vape juice." And then Mickey's like, "No."
Yeah,
I
Mickey
don't
like
know why
throws
Sora-
the Keyblade.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know why my Sora and my Mickey sound like exactly the same, but Mickey's
Donald's-
like, "No, Sora, don't
Donald's
vape
like,
the juice."
Donald's like freaking the fuck out, like, Sora, no!
Yeah. Goofy's like, "Gosh, Sora, you can't open the key. You can't open the keyhole if you have vape in your lungs." Holy whiz!
This is why Kingdom Hearts 3 is taking so long.
Vaping is the first step into darkness.
Yeah, it was really weird at the end of Birth by Sleep where Aqua just like turns around and looks at the camera and she's like, "Hey kids, it's me, Aqua, from Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. Please, if you love your lungs, and if you love us beautiful characters here at Square Enix, do not vape. Do not even think about vaping." And then they just like turn around and get back to the big battle. Like, that was really strange. So
God
Yeah.
bless.
I wonder if they'll keep that in the remastered version.
I hope
I can
so.
imagine Donkey Kong vaping.
Sure. Yeah.
Hang on.
Like with a little barrel.
No,
shaped
I was
one,
thinking a
like-
banana,
Oh,
like
Which
a
Donkey
partially
Kong?
peeled banana, and he just like goes up like he's about to eat it, and then it just puffs.
I imagine, for some reason, I imagine like Smash Bros. Donkey Kong, like from Brawl, where he's in the cutscene for like the story mode and he gets all his bananas stolen. He's just like, "Oh, dang it, Diddy, my dang garsh bananas got stolen again," and he just like pulls a vape pen out of like nowhere, and he just like starts puffing.
a pocket in the back of his tie.
No, it's gotta be Donkey Kong from the cartoon show. That's a vapor if I've ever seen one.
Oh my god! Would Battletoads vape?
Yes.
Oh
yes,
yeah, come on.
Yes. All right. Yeah. How about that'll be the topic for next week.
Does RoboCop vape? Yes. or
One,
no?
does RoboCop vape? Two, send in your choice for a video game character that would vape.
Pikachu.
Please do.
No.
Gary might
Gary definitely
Oak.
vapes.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Gary's smoking like fucking.
Ganj.
Yeah, he's smoking like ganja. Ash is vaping.
Yeah.
That's why he's green
Damn.
in Japanese.
But-
Brock vapes, but only to try to pick up the ladies.
Yeah, he rips huge clouds and thinks it's cool.
Yeah. Oh,
We
I
have
gotta
to
go.
end this. We
I
have to
gotta go
stop this.
into the Pokemon Center. Show destroy my clouds.
we have to stop. John, Michael, please.
Officer
Spare
Jenny,
me.
look at my rig.
Yeah, and she arrests him on the spot because it's
Every-
like illegal.
Good.
He also
time
has a
someone
shirt.
says-
He has a shirt. Check out my rig, and it's an arrow pointing down.
Every time someone says rig, I imagine them having like this whole like thing like that they have to like wheel in like on like a table that's like this fucking
like a mech.
Rube Goldberg
Like-
mechanism. Yeah.
Like an iron lung.
Okay, please.
Okay, all right.
Thank you.
Michael, thank you very much for reading the questions, and that will do it for this week's show.
Yep.
We have quite a few reviews and news posts on the site. I will say that the site has been a little
Sick.
uneven lately, so I apologize if you've been checking the site and it's been it's been a little laggy or it's been giving you errors. We're trying to fix that, but hopefully by the time you hear this, you won't even notice.
Yeah.
You'll be like, "What are you talking about, John? It's fine." Because that's
Oh,
what we're
hey,
going to try to
John,
make
that
sure
was a
happens.
really good impression of Gary Coleman in that great sitcom Family Matters. Was Gary Coleman in Family Matters? Which one? Was
No,
No, that was
What-
No,
What
not
was
at all.
what you talking about, Willis? From Who Said It?
we'll be doing Extra Life.
Was
yeah,
Gary
yeah,
Coleman,
yeah.
right?
Oh my god. Okay, yes. We're going to be doing Extra Life. That we have it. We're going to be doing it
Next weekend.
next weekend, the 12th and the 13th, right?
Around
Yes.
that time, yeah. Check the
Yeah.
site soon for details. We'll text, tweet, smoke signal.
Vape signal.
Yeah, big signals.
But yeah, no. So save up a couple extra dollars. We're gonna have some games to play. It's gonna be an exciting time, and it'll be all donated to help some sick kids. So help us help some other people, and we're gonna play a lot of games for your enjoyment. So thanks so much for listening, and we'll see you next week with another episode of the Video Game Choo Choo Podcast. Goodbye.